As everybody knows, I hate D.Va. It's always been one of the biggest problems for me in Overwatch. It's not just that, I just didn't like Defense Matrix. I thought it was a shitty ability. I hated it. Everybody knows this, at least if you've watched any of my streams, because I used to complain about it quite a lot. I didn't really like to complain about it, but I did. And I'll explain why, and I'll explain how the new D.Va is much better for Pharah. Since Defense Matrix was so long and wide, for how easily it can negate other ultimates, it just felt too easy, especially with other ultimates that can take a while to build up. It always felt like it was up, and not only that, it could stop you from the front, from the side, from behind. You could barely see it. It is true that D.Va without her Defense Matrix would probably be nothing, and it could be just a personal gripe, but it's not just me who has said this about the Defense Matrix, and of course, it's gone to the point where Blizzard have actually changed it from 4 seconds long to 2 seconds long. We're going to take a look at that Gibraltar clip again. So the soldier is ulting up on the high ground. Now I do a flick rocket onto him. Now this is a skillful shot. This is not spam. This is a single rocket, so I can hit him and somebody else can hopefully finish him off, or if I'm lucky I can get a second rocket onto him. But then the D.Va comes along, right clicks, and just eats that rocket and destroys it. It's completely gone. And it's just so frustrating because what I'm doing is like a skillful shot onto that soldier. And I could be anybody. I could be a McCree, I could be a soldier, I could be a Genji, it could be anything. And it's just frustrating how it can just disappear. So let's talk about new D.Va, her changes, and how Pharah playstyle will be around her. The updated patch brings a few changes to D.Va. Firstly, she now has an E ability, which is micro missiles. As soon as I heard what they are and what they do, I've not really felt much threat as a Pharah player. The reason for this is that they're a projectile, which means they can easily be dodged if predicted correctly. Most hero abilities are used in a similar pattern, and normally in a combo for the most effective damage, but keeping your distance from the new D.Va is now vital for survival, and the further away you are, the easier it is to avoid the missiles. There are multiple ways you can avoid incoming projectiles, so letting go of hover, using your boost and concussive blast combination, using the environment, and not to mention if your team have a shield. It's still quite early on, but normally when a hero gets a new ability, I'll be able to tell from experience how much this will be a problem for Pharah, and overall with practice, this shouldn't be a problem. I put this to the test on a custom game. I took off all the cooldowns so the D.Va could shoot the micro missiles constantly, and I could keep kind of going around constantly using my concussive blast and my boost. And this is what happened. While the D.Va can slightly touch you on the ground while she's firing her rockets, it's not really doing any sort of major damage, and it's enough to kind of get away and get a health pack. The second change we'll cover is that D.Va can now fly while shooting. This for some Pharah players might cause some issues, but again, this isn't something which concerns me too much. With Pharah's rapid movement abilities and the fact D.Va has to fly in the same direction that she's shooting, it means it's quite linear from her side, and avoiding the D.Va should actually be fairly straightforward. If you want some tips and tricks on movement for Pharah, then check out one of my older guides, the Ultimate Movement Guide for Pharah. I'll put the link in the description. Finally, let's talk about D.Va's Defense Matrix, my arch nemesis. It's gone from 4 seconds to 2 seconds. It's pretty much the change I needed in my life to continue playing because I really hated it. But it's much more manageable. No longer can D.Va eat all of your ultimate. She can now be demeched, even if she has a full Defense Matrix with a Pharah ultimate. Just keep in mind that even when she's eating rockets, she can shoot you back. So keep an eye on the cooldown for the missiles and just play smart with the team. Overall, I'm really happy with the D.Va changes, especially me as a Pharah player. I've said through the video I really hate Defense Matrix. It's an ability which I just don't like at all. But now it feels it's more manageable. I know that when D.Va uses it, she's going to be using it in an area which is, you know, she has to really think about using it. So I'm happier with that. If you've enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, put a comment below, and I look forward to having you back on another video.